Hello everybody, Crafty here. Yes, it's been a while, but I wanted to bring to you today a quick review of Magic 2014. This is the follow-up of Duels of the Planeswalkers 2013, which had a couple of new game modes since 2012. Specifically the Planechase. 2014 does not have Planechase. It does, however, have a new mode which I will be reviewing shortly. So let's look at the changes, shall we? Well, there's no more slidey, rotating, cylindrical menu anymore. It's just a clean UI that gets you to where you need to go quick and easy. No clicking through stuff, no sliding the cursor across. Great improvement. So you have your single player, your multiplayer, deck manager, player status, leaderboards, extras, blah blah blah. All that stuff should not look foreign to you if you've played Duels of the Planeswalkers 2013. Also to note, the moniker Duels of the Planeswalkers is now gone. It's just Magic 2014, which I'm okay with. So, let's look at some of the extra new features. Like I said, Planechase is now gone. If you go into single-player mode, you now have Campaign, Sealed Play, Challenges, and a Custom Game. Custom Game, of course, is your typical free-for-all and two-headed giant. If you go into the Campaign, which I have not done the tutorial yet, because why would I need to do a tutorial? But you do need to defeat Chandra to access the actual campaign, which is kind of nice. I like in the way, just so you don't, if you're new to the game, you have to play through the tutorial to do this, which is okay. I understand that. I believe if you just face Chandra and beat her, you go to the main campaign, which is okay. But a nice little feature right there. I haven't done that or bothered with it, so that's the campaign. Challenges, same as always. They give you, it's kind of creepy, initial, advanced, and probably more, but it gives you a scenario in which you can only win maybe one, two, maybe a couple ways, but it's usually, typically, you have to do a certain thing to complete the challenge. Now, let's cover something new to Magic 2014. It is called Sealed Play. Now, for those of you who do not know about Magic the Gathering, Sealed is a format which I adore. What it is when you buy Magic the Gathering, you get booster packs, 15 cards, totally random cards. There will be commons, uncommon, 3 uncommons, 1 rare, and the rest are common. Now, a sealed format is you get 6 booster packs, you open all 6 booster packs, and you make the best 40-card deck that you can, including lands, of those cards that you pull. Now, this is good because everybody is on an even playing field, aside from luck. You can't spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars on a deck and just wipe out everybody. So it's a format I like to enjoy because I kind of pride myself on my ability to build decks. And yes, luck does play a part in it. You can get really good cards or really crappy cards, but typically the decks you can build 16, 17, 18 lands, so that leaves you with 22 other cards. So 22 cards out of 15 times 6, you're going to cut your pool down considerably. I digress. I'm getting carried away with how Sealed is actually played. I would love to show you how Sealed is played, but problem number 1. You have 2 slots to play Sealed. When you choose a Sealed slot, it is taken up. You cannot delete your sealed slot. If you want to continue to play sealed games, you must purchase additional slots. I wouldn't be upset about this if the slots cost 50 cents, $1, No, each additional slot costs $2. Now, that's not terrible, but for a new game mode, you gave up Planechase. In 2012, you had Arch Enemy. You don't get either of those game modes. You get single player, multiplayer, and sealed, which you have a limited availability of slots to play. Not knowing this, I decided to play a single player campaign, which I blew through in about an hour. You get an achievement. In this game, something I also like, player status, you now have titles. So when you achieve certain things, you get a title that you can pop under your name. I like that. That's cool. You also get, your personas, which you can unlock all the way over here. Mulligan down to 1 card, win the game. Oh, that's, wow, really? Counter spells targeting a creature, blah, blah, blah. It unlocks your avatars that you can, cool, whatever. When you defeat single player campaign for sealed, you don't get anything but an achievement. You don't get a title. You don't get a persona. So, I have issues with that. Complete and utter total negative to me. But since I'm not going to show you, not in this video at least, on how a sealed game is played, or how you actually get the cards, which is actually pretty cool, and to be perfectly honest, you could probably YouTube people that have already done it. I'm not going to blow a slot on that yet. I might save this slot for a multiplayer, which is cool, don't get me wrong. You can do multiplayer sealed play games. But what? Awesome. Totally awesome. Probably uses your deck slots, obviously. But, so, since I beat the single player campaign progression, which, might I add, is, I think, it's 6 matches long. Also something to note, when you play these characters, they have sealed, air quotes, decks that are 40 cards. However, they're not very sealed oriented. With sealed, you get a random amount of cards and you build the best deck possible out of them. No, their sealed deck is their color, their cards, their own decks. I kind of want to call bullshit on that, but it's really annoying when you are limited and you have to play against those decks. Now, I blew through the campaign because I'm going to show you my deck very shortly. Deck Manager. This is what I pulled. Now, this is your new deck building for sealed. Pretty cool. This is a really neat feature right here, Deck Strength. It gives you a checklist of things that you should do if you are kind of new to sealed. You want to have at least 17 to 18 lands, 14 to 17 creatures, no more than 2 colors, and 40 cards. And it gives you a rating on how cool your deck is. Whatever. The rating, I mean. But the ability to actually do that, it's pretty cool. Also, sort order, rarity, type, color, cost. Awesome. Freaking cool. Love it. You can also choose what color to find. So if I wanted, if my deck was, say, blue-black, thumb through all your black cards. If you have a deck that's blue-black, you can do both at the same time. Freaking love that. So cool. Such a neat feature. And basically anything without a cost, anything with X or just converted mana cost in lands is in the X. Now, show you my my deck here. I decided to go blue-black. I wasn't going to go blue-black-green. That's why it's called BGU for black-green-blue, but I ended up not doing that because my green, I realized I had like 2 or 3 green cards and it was just a waste because it was just fetch anyway, and I didn't need fetch because I had a lot of card draw, as you can see. But here's what I ended up playing, and I pretty much didn't really change my deck. But I got Tormented Soul, pulled that in a later pack, which I'll also explain. Normally in Sealed you don't get extra packs, but as you progress through the Sealed campaign, you actually get additional packs which you open. Kind of a neat idea too, but near the end, kind of pointless because you don't really need it and the game is over. You can't really do anything with it. It's annoying. 3 Sign and Bloods. I actually have a full play set. I have 4 Sign and Bloods. I didn't really need the 4th, to be perfectly honest. Trained Condor is a pretty interesting card. I think that's a new card. But this paired with some of my beat sticks, my zombies, my 4/5 zombies, yeah, pretty much fly over everything. In sealed, creatures, fast creatures kind of are the norm. They're wins. If you can get evasion of some sort, unblockable, flying, anything along those lines. Flying, definitely. And I can tell you right here, most of this deck is flying. But to give your creature the ability to fly, love it. 3 Giant Scorpions for control, Death Touch. Lots of times they wouldn't swing, obviously, because if my creature deals them damage, they die. 2 Frost Breaths. I love control, and this won me so many games, hands down. Tap 2 target creatures. They don't untap. You just lock their board down. 3 Murders. I had 2 Assassinates, but then I pulled an extra Murder later on. Murder in this deck is a lot better than Assassinate. Assassinate's a sorcery, and you only destroy a tapped creature, while Murder, albeit costing 2 black, destroys a target creature at instant speed. It's the better removal, for this deck at least, because I have primarily black, and that never, ever had a mana problem. Card draw, blue, what more can you say? Assassinate, obviously. Phantasmal Dragon didn't really do crap for me, but I won games regardless without him. Bloodhunter Bat, kind of cool. A nice little 4 life swing. They lose 2, you gain 2. And it's a flyer. And it's a 1 black cost. Always good. Diabolic Tutor, fetch a card. Came in handy so many times. Djinn of Wishes was actually a really good pull. Kind of made me decide to go blue. Double blue, but also flying, and you can cast a card for free for 4 mana off the top of your deck, which is really cool because I've done that into a Diabolic Tutor before, and it's so cool. 2 Riding Legions, nothing to write home about, but when you pair it with the creature that provides your creatures with flying when it attacks, that combo won me a lot of games. And also a Nightmare. Nightmare was the first rare pull I pulled in a pack, and yeah, pretty much cemented me playing black. But that is my 40 card deck. Something I will also note, the ability to add and remove lands. Yes, love it. Love that ability. For the people who don't want to fuss with mana conversions, how many you should play, just auto adjust. And I wasn't far off, which is kind of cool. I played less lands because I had a lot of card draw. Never became a problem. So I was only playing 16 lands. But that is my sealed deck. We're just starting with my rare pools. I pulled a... Oops. Pulled a demon. 3 black costs. Nothing I could really sack to it because I was only running, as you can see, 12 creatures. Honor the Pure. Aegis Angel. Might of Oaks. Silklash Spider. Brittle Effigy. Jinxed Idol, which is a card I love, by the way. All these garbage cards for what I was building. I never really tried the demon, but there was really nothing I could do with it because I only had maybe 1 or 2 creatures on the field at a time, and it was usually the Scorpion to control the board. But that's that. I do want to show you, before we go to my thoughts on this game, deck manager. Now, you start with 2 decks. I believe there's only 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, yes. I really want this. I love Dimir blue-black. As you can see, I'm a blue-black player. I love green too. Red, I love. When I opened up the game, it gave me 30 out of the 30 cards, so every card's unlocked for her deck. The problem is, the cards suck. They absolutely suck. It is nothing like the previous game. I'm not really going to show it to you because that would take a while, but we'll go into here, and yeah, I had to put these in. These were unlocked. Grim Lavamancer's great card, but Final Fortune, really? It's Final Fortune. You lose the game if you fail. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway. Again, you can sort by order, cost, blah, blah, blah. Something you couldn't do in 2013 was edit your lands. You can now do that in Deck Manager, which is fantastic. That's basically the cool stuff. The fact that you can edit lands is a major, major, major plus. Okay, now, leaderboards are the same, extras, pretty cool stuff, promotions, promotional unlocks, blah, blah, blah. I was about to click on promotions, but that would have been dumb because that would have probably revealed my Steam code for my scavenging ooze, which is not going to happen. I would have just edited the video anyway. Okay, on to thoughts. Okay. Haven't really got a chance to play with anything except sealed. I'm assuming single player is pretty much the same. The UI is actually really, really freaking cool. Let's just show you what the UI looks like really quick. This is when you start a duel. The new board is freaking phenomenal. I love it. But, okay, on to my thoughts really quick. It's pretty bad hand. I have 6 islands in my deck. Oh, troll game. I have to keep it. Alright, anyway. As I play this, as you can see, it is a lot faster than it was before. Your title appears, your name, like normal. This is a really neat feature. I like this ability right here. But it shows you your deck size, how many cards are left in your library. Fuck you, Tormented Soul. How many cards are in your hand, and how many cards are in your graveyard, which is also a really cool addition. But I don't really plan on winning this game. I was just showing you the UI. But on to my thoughts. Sealed, while a really, really, really cool option, you cannot delete your decks. So the sealed deck I had for single player, after beating it in under an hour, is now rendered useless. You cannot delete it. The cards are, or sorry, the information is linked directly to your account. So even if you uninstalled the game and reinstalled it, it would still keep your sealed deck, which is really annoying. Only having 2 slots is kind of trolly, because it's basically a cash grab, to be perfectly honest. I'm not going to lie. I'm really irritated about that. They have like up to 15 slots you could buy. $2 doesn't seem like a lot, but you have to realize that every time you play that part of the campaign, if you even click on sealed accidentally, you're opening packs. You just used up your slot, and there's nothing you can do about it. Because when I opened up my first pack, I'm like, yeah, this is cool, because I wanted to check out sealed. So I backed out, and then when I went back in, and the one slot was full, I was like, okay, well, I'll just delete it. Nope, can't delete it. So I had to open up all the packs and build a deck. So I was like, wow, this okay, but the inability to delete your sealed decks and you have to purchase more is just, it's a load of crap, to be perfectly honest. You know, oh wow, okay, yeah, that's a combo. Screw you. All right, yeah, she definitely won this game, but it's a good thing I'm not paying attention. I could, no, anyway. Sealed is a really, really, really awesome mode. I cannot praise it enough. But the problem is the way it's handled is absolute shit. So's this hand. Wow. Okay, I haven't drawn a land yet. But that's pretty much my only gripe. If they would have kept Planechase, that would have been okay, but the only mode they offer you that's new is you can't play it. You can play it twice. That's it. If you never want to spend money on this game, you're going to play that mode twice and you're done. I've played it once. I can only play it one more time. One more time. And then I have to drop money on the game. And then you spend the $2, you use the slot, you gotta buy another one, and another one, and another one, and another one. So if you want to play that really cool idea, that campaign, even with friends, you use up a slot, and you're done. If your friends all want to get together, be like, hey, let's all play a sealed multiplayer for fun. You do that. One guy's like, oh, well, crap, I don't have an open slot. I guess I gotta pay money or go home. Well, not go home, but it's, you know what I mean. So, that's my thoughts on, yeah, whatever, you can win. That's my thoughts on the sealed deck campaign. I love the idea behind it, but it's such a dick move. Such a dick move. Overall, $10 for the game, plus you get a scavenging ooze at your local comic book shop, which they actually have a link. You can actually click on Store Locator, and it'll, you know, put your information, and it'll tell you a store you can pick up a promo card at, which is freaking awesome. But again, you know, it's Magic. I'll always take it. I'll always buy it. The scavenging ooze alone is worth the price. Single player campaign, can't say much about it, but can't be any different. A lot of unlocks. You know, I'm sure multiplayer is pretty much the same. Two-headed giant, free for all. But yeah, it's pretty sure it's free for all two-headed giant seal play. Yeah, there you go. Even if you want to do a random seal play, guess what? Gotta have an open slot. And who knows? People may just quit. I don't know how that works. I'm not gonna test it. Magic 2014. My thoughts are, you know, if you've played 2013, keep it. You get Planechase. It's an additional mode you don't have to pay for. But yeah, his name's CraftyCritter, and those are my thoughts on Magic 2014. Take care, guys.